Achillobator, Hatz and Rhamph have all received nerfs and overall stat changes on both the live branch and the public test branch. But what are they? Today I'm going to be talking about them all, so strap yourselves in and let me know what you think about them in the comments. We are starting on the main branch because 4 dinosaurs received some sweeping changes, some bigger than others, some of them are very small. That being said, these are them. Rhamph, and yes, before you say anything, this I know is not a dinosaur, but it's just easier to just group into that category because they're all playables in the game. Deinon and Laten and Achillobator also get changes as well. So the biggest changes come with the Rhamph, and these were explained by the developers, essentially to make it more enjoyable in its fishing and debuffer roles, and they also have nerfed the rat out ability, increasing the cooldowns to assist with newer players having multiple ramps doing this ability to interfere in normal gameplay, so it's essentially to reduce that sad side effect. That being said, this is what it is. These are the changes. They've reduced cooldowns of spearfishing to 1.5 from 2, reduced cooldown of bite to 1.5 seconds from 2, increased cooldown of the rat out to 300 seconds from 90 seconds. A massive change. That is a 5-minute cooldown as opposed to a minute and a half before. Increased play carrier effects to be more impactful, updated play carrier to be usable while solo, and updated description to reflect these changes, fixed play carrier stacking and causing unintended effects, fixed Rhamph benefiting from Achillobator's raptor buffs, fixed where Rhamph could regenerate health while falling in pounds, which is a shame. That was actually a good bug. That being said, let's move to the others. Deinon and Laten had some tweaks to their tail fan ability, which saw the cooldown of the ability increase to 12 seconds as opposed to 6. That's a double increase there. Achillobator saw its ripping kick ability cooldown get increased to 8 seconds, a substantial increase that is upwards of 400% as it was originally at 2 seconds. The developers explained that for these 3 dinosaurs, Deinon and Laten, Achillobator, these were changed to stop the exploit of unintended speed boosts. This is only temporary as they work on a better change to this exploit. And that's everything on the main branch at the moment. Now we move to the public test branch where there are some bigger, more substantial changes to a couple dinosaurs and Achillobator and Hatz as well. The public test branch showcases smaller changes to Rhamph, but more substantial changes to Achillobator as well as Hatz as well, which gets some big changes to make it punchier on land. For the general fixes, we have these stuff. Added Lambeosaurus shove ability, which is a brand new ability for Lambeosaurus, which you can see here. They've removed VFX from broadcast calls, which were more evident in the game modes that they were testing. Server runtime error fixes disabled Iguanodon's charge. They go on to say that Iguanodon is going to be getting more abilities when it gets its ability TLC, so that confirms that Iguanodon is getting a TLC to its abilities. It doesn't say its model, so don't get excited there. Mod fixes and fixed IP ban not being usable by server admin. Next, for the Rhamph, they fixed Rhamph full bleed bug, fixed Rhamph being able to regenerate health while pouncing, fixed Rhamph being able to benefit from Achillobator buffs, and fixed some Rhamph abilities not functioning. Some of them are already on the main branch, some of them are new to the public test branch. Speaking of bigger ability changes that have came to the game, let's talk about the others. For Achillobator and Hatz, there are sweeping changes. Starting off with Achillobator because this is both buffs and nerfs. Quite substantial buffs and nerfs overall across abilities and attacks, with reduced damage and some abilities having stat buffs increased. Let's just go into it. They've increased Achillobator's bite damage to 60, it was originally 50, decreased bite cooldown to 1.5 seconds, it was originally 2, decreased claw attack damage to 70, was originally 90, increased shred damage to 180, which was 90, a double increase there. Decreased shred cooldown to 1.5 seconds from 2, decreased cruel swipe damage to 30, originally was 50, increased strength in numbers numbers buff to 5% was originally 2%, increased mob boss buff to 5% from 3%, updated ability descriptions to reflect the above as well. The developers went on to explain why this has happened. For the damage values being lowered on the claw attacks, they've done this because they want to move this dinosaur to be more of a group and pounce based playable. The base bite increase allows for more lethality solo, but limits its effectiveness against larger dinosaurs, and shred has been buffed massively, once again to tie into the greater focus on pouncing larger targets as well. Group buff increases come to encourage grouping with smaller raptors to benefit both you and your minions. And now we move into the final playable getting changes, Hatzigopteryx. It's short but sweet in its reasoning, but let's talk about the changes. They've increased Hatzigopteryx peck damage to 70 from 50, decreased peck cooldown to 1.5 from 2, decreased peck barrage damage to 4 from 6, decreased peck barrage cooldown to 3 from 6, decreased grab stamina cost to 1 from 10, and fixed a bug that prevented peck barrage from reaching 10 stacks. So why did this change happen? This is to make it more punchy on land. It's simple as that. That's literally why all of these changes have been made to Hatzigopteryx, and that's the reasoning. That being said, that's all the changes. Let me know what you thought about all of these in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you think, but if you want to check out another video and want to check out maybe a rival games devlog, I recommend this one, overviewing the Isle's latest devlog that came for them. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.